Last time we took you on a sail where we got to fly one of our favorite sails, the Spinnaker, from Hopetown to Little Harbor. Where the days were filled with crystal green emerald waters and the nights with Pete's Pub, debauchery, and delight. Now it's time to weigh anchor and sail 50 nautical miles overnight from Little Harbor down to Eleuthera, Spanish Wells. Where we found and paddled our favorite beach in all the Bahamas. And when I asked Philip if the footage had quite captured it, this is what he said. You just have to come. Not even close. It felt incredible to be under sail again, and Philip and I were really excited about this trip because the voyage from Little Harbor down to Spanish Wells was going to be our first time back offshore since we crossed the Gulf Stream to the Bahamas. The winds were light and variable, and we weren't making much speed, but we didn't mind at all. Say hello to Pepe, our only pet on Plaintiff's Rest, and you'll see here we got our PFDs laid out and ready to use for the night shift. And you'll see our small, dry ditch bag here clipped near the companionway that has our GPS, EPIRB, and cell phones and other emergency electronics when we travel offshore.
Chicken jambalaya left over. It looks really good actually. And he gets the big bowl salad. That's a big bowl. Providence channel. Okay, that's a little egg island up here. See it? When the sturdy feeling just feeling.
We installed AIS receiving, not transmitting, on our boat a few years back, and we have never regretted it. It is invaluable to see large ships, their direction, and the closest point of approach. Ah, sunrise over Spanish Wells. It was a nice, calm 15-hour passage from us from Little Harbor down to Eleuthera, Spanish Wells. We left around 5 p.m. the day before and arrived around 7 the next morning. We anchored on the south side of the island for protection from the Atlantic, along with about 8 to 10 other boats back there, and it was approximately 10 to 12 feet of water. We put out about 150 feet of chain, always with our Mantis snubber, which adds an additional 20 feet. We have always relied on a 35-pound CQR anchor and have never had any trouble holding.
Oh, it's hooked up there. It's fine. Just hanging. Is that okay? Sorry.
Spanish Wells is more of an industrial island with a lot of commercial ships, fishing, lobstering, and a lot of boat work done there on the island. Coming around to the north side of the island, we found lots of big yachts going in over here near Devil's Backbone to Harbor Island. You'll see plenty of those in our next video, but we were stunned to find this northern shore of Spanish Wells, the most beautiful beach we had found in both the Abacos and Eleuthera.
Oh my gosh, babe. Look, we can walk all the way out there. Oh yeah, totally. Oh man. I bet that water feels good. Sail beach.
The colors in the Bahamas, I just can't replicate. Most of the streets on most of the islands were lined with lush, vibrant flowers. We actually found a guy along this canal who was selling fresh fish that catch from the day, and we bought fresh lobster tails for $5 a piece. Paired with Philip's famous mushroom risotto, it was just about one of the best meals we had the entire trip. And if you see a bridge over water, you know what you have to do.
They say it's about 7 feet. Woohoo! Have wind, we'll jump.
You splashed the car way up on the bridge.
Like 12 feet tall.
Yeah.
Hit the bridge.
Yeah. Got the car. The driver had to roll his windows up.
Oh, of course. Andy with the big splash.
Yeah.
Day 2 at Spanish Wells, it was time to explore. We dinghied ashore and walked around the little island, definitely to check out, especially Buddha's Snack Shack, a pretty famous spot there in Spanish Wells.
Oh my gosh, it's a bus. How cool is this?
And we wanted to get back to that beautiful North Shore, this time with our inflatable stand-up paddleboard. It was probably some of the most exquisite paddling we've done in all the Bahamas.
Have fun, honey buns. I love you.
Ah, sunset, my favorite time on the boat. Ooh, and snack time, and dinner. Tonight it was a fresh salad with homemade dressing, a bottle of vino, and the best thing to do with leftover risotto.
Yes, of course the red. Philip is making risotto cakes. Risotto. Risotto. And tomato sauce, right? Inquiring minds. Oh, I smell it with anchovies. Sweet. And it's movie night on Planet's Rest. Sunday night. Sunday fun day.
Next time, we'll take you snorkeling and kite surfing in the heart of Eleuthera, Harbor Island. Stay tuned.
That's right. It's only $10 a photo, so videos are $25.